Captain Jake Morrison had seen many strange things during his years serving aboard the diplomatic vessel Aurora, but nothing had prepared him for the sight before him. The alien Princess Valara knelt beside the injured elf warrior, her luminescent blue skin pulsing with an otherworldly glow as tears streamed down her elongated features. The elf, Lieutenant Emily Chen from the Earth Defense Corps, lay motionless on the medical bay floor. Her pointed ears were pale, and her usually vibrant green eyes remained closed. The three species had been locked in tense negotiations for weeks aboard the neutral station orbiting the contested moon of Kepler 442b. "Princess, please step away so our medics can help her," Jake said softly, approaching the pair with careful steps. He had learned to respect the complex emotional bonds that could form between different species during these diplomatic missions. Valara's head turned toward him, her large violet eyes shimmering with unshed tears. When she spoke, her voice carried the musical quality typical of her people, the Altarians. "You do not understand, Captain Morrison. Your healer cannot help her now." The ship's chief medical officer, Dr. Rebecca Walsh, frowned as she ran her scanner over Emily's still form. "Her life signs are fading rapidly. There's some kind of toxin in her system, but I can't identify it. It's unlike anything in our databases." "It is whispered death," Valara whispered, her voice breaking. "A poison used by the shadow clans of the Void Sector. There is no antidote in your medical knowledge." Jake felt his stomach drop. Emily had been investigating reports of weapon smuggling between the warring factions when she collapsed during the morning briefing. The implications were terrifying. If someone had access to alien bioweapons, the entire peace process could be compromised. "Then how can we save her?" Jake demanded, kneeling beside the alien princess. Valara's tears fell more freely now, each drop seeming to glow with its own internal light. "My people possess the cure, but the cost is great. To neutralize whispered death, one must share their life essence directly. It will save her, but it will bind our souls together permanently." Dr. Walsh looked up from her scanner with confusion. "Captain, her cellular structure is actually stabilizing. I don't understand what's happening." Jake noticed something extraordinary. Where Valara's tears had touched Emily's skin, a faint golden light seemed to spread outward like healing energy. The elf's breathing became more regular, and color began returning to her pale cheeks. "Your tears," Jake breathed in amazement. "They're healing her." Valara nodded slowly, wiping her face with the back of her hand. "Altarian tears carry our life essence. When we cry for another being with pure intent, our bodies produce the most potent healing compound known in the galaxy. But it only works when the emotion is genuine and the bond is deep." "But you barely know Lieutenant Emily," Dr. Walsh said, her scientific mind struggling to process what she was witnessing. The alien princess smiled sadly, her violet eyes meeting Jake's. "That is where you are wrong, Doctor. I have been watching your Lieutenant Emily for many weeks. Her courage, her dedication to peace between our peoples, her willingness to risk everything for understanding. She reminds me of someone very dear to me." Emily's eyes fluttered open, focusing slowly on the faces gathered around her. "What happened?" she asked weakly, trying to sit up. "You were poisoned," Jake explained gently. "Princess Valara saved your life." Emily turned to look at the alien woman kneeling beside her, confusion evident on her face. "But why? We're practically strangers." Valara reached out hesitantly, touching Emily's hand with her long, elegant fingers. "You are not a stranger to me, brave elf. You see, my younger sister served as an ambassador to the Earth colonies 5 years ago. She was killed protecting human civilians during a pirate raid. Her name was Zalira, and she looked exactly like you." The silence in the medical bay was profound. Jake felt his throat tighten as he began to understand the depth of Valara's sacrifice. "Every time I look at you," Valara continued, "I see her face, her determination, her hope for a better future where all species could coexist in harmony. When I saw you dying, I could not bear to lose her again." Emily sat up fully now, her strength returning rapidly. She studied Valara's face with new understanding. You've been protecting me during these negotiations, haven't you? All those times when the discussions got heated, you always steered them away from confrontation. I could not let harm come to someone who carried my sister's spirit, Valara admitted. But now, with our life essences connected, we are bound, together. You will live as long as I do, and I will feel your emotions as if they were my own. Dr. Walsh ran another scan, her expression one of scientific wonder. The cellular regeneration is complete. Lieutenant, you're not just healed, you're enhanced. Your lifespan has been extended dramatically. Jake stood up, processing the implications of what had just occurred. Princess, this changes everything. If the other factions discover what you've done, they will see it as a sign, Valara interrupted. A symbol that our species can be more than allies. We can be family. Emily reached out and took both of Valara's hands in hers. Thank you. For saving me, for seeing your sister in me, for believing in what we're trying to accomplish here. The alien princess smiled through her tears. Now we must ensure her sacrifice was not in vain. Together, we can build the peace she died defending. As Jake watched the two women embrace, he realized he was witnessing something historic. Not just the forging of a diplomatic alliance, but the birth of a new kind of relationship between species. One built on love, sacrifice, and shared hope. The negotiations would continue, but now they had something more powerful than politics, driving them forward. They had proof that beings from different worlds could literally share their lives for the greater good. In the days that followed, news of Princess Valara's sacrifice spread throughout the galaxy. The image of an alien princess weeping healing tears for an elf warrior became a symbol of unity that transcended species barriers. Jake smiled as he filed his report, knowing that Emily and Valara would spend the rest of their extended lives working together to build the peaceful future that Zalira had dreamed of. Sometimes, he reflected, the most profound diplomatic breakthroughs came not from negotiation tables, but from simple acts of compassion between individuals willing to risk everything for someone else's tomorrow.